Welcome to Cabo San Lucas. In this video, I'm going to take you around the town and show you some of the highlights you've got to check out if you're here. In this video, I'm sharing our experience visiting Cabo San Lucas and San Jose Del Cabo on a Norwegian Cruise Line excursion. At the end, I'll let you know a few of the other things that you can do in port and my overall thoughts of this tour. But before I get started, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more of my cruise videos coming soon. We took a Mexican Riviera cruise and our first stop of the itinerary was at Cabo San Lucas, located on the southern tip of the Baja Peninsula in Baja California. We went on the Baja Highlights tour with Norwegian and it actually took us to the historic area of San Jose del Cabo as well. Let's start with getting off the cruise ship, and in this port we had to tender ashore. It's always a little more hectic getting off the ship when you have to take a tender, but we were going as part of a tour, so we just waited for our tour to be called and made our way to the gangway to board the tender boats. I think it's actually kind of fun to take the boats ashore, as you get to see some great scenery of the port you're visiting, and we got some great views of the cruise ship as well. Once the boat was full, we were off to the port of Cabo San Lucas. When we arrived ashore, all of the tour operators were waiting with signs so you can easily find your tour. Then we made our way to the bus and were on our way to the first stop. For us, this was at a beautiful restaurant that offered panoramic views of the bay, the port, beaches, and in the distance, El Arco, which is a famous destination in the area. We were given a complimentary beverage of our choosing and had time for a few pictures as well. Our second stop was in the historic town of San Jose del Cabo.
That build is the city hall. Okay, if you want to visit the city hall after, you can get back and you can enjoy the little murals with the representation of the different towns here in Cabos. The murals have a representation of La Riviera, San Jose del Cabo, the older San Jose del Cabo, the older Cabo San Lucas, and it's really pretty. They have a little representation of the Independence Day, the Revolution Day. It's very important. It's beautiful and it's free. If you want to enjoy it later, you can get back. Okay. The name of this square is the Jose Antonio Mijares. Jose Antonio Mijares is the principal square for us, and it's a very important hero for the Mexican people. But why? Well, Jose Antonio Mijares, he born in Spain, and after he turned in Mexican. On the year 1846, we have a very important war in Mexico with the United States. Between today 1846 and 1848, Mexico and United States was the first enemies. And we lost that war, and we lost more than 2 million kilometers square. All the south of the United States, Nuevo Mexico, California, Texas, blah, 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 all the south was a part of Mexico. But Jose Antonio Mijares defends Mexico with his life. For that reason, actually, he fought on this area, and for that reason, we keep the memory of that man with many different highways, many different streets, many different squares like this one. The monument of Jose Antonio Mijares is there. For that reason, we keep the memory of Jose Antonio Mijares. Okay?
After we learned more about the historic town square and the town hall, we went as a group to visit the mission. We learned that the mission San Jose was the southernmost of the Jesuit missions on the Baja California Peninsula. The mission was dedicated to Saint Joseph and is a popular place to visit in the area for both locals and tourists. In front of the mission, you can also find the San Jose Del Cabo sign, which is a great spot for photos, so we obviously had to stop to take a few while we were there. After visiting the mission, we had about an hour of free time to explore the town, go shopping, or visit one of the local restaurants. We went back to the main square to look around. There were lots of jewelry stores here and restaurants as well. We found ourselves an ice cream shop and got a tasty treat to enjoy in the shade before continuing our exploring. If you're looking for souvenirs, there were tons of shops in this area offering different trinkets and items for sale. There were also some textile stores and leather shops as well, and silver is very popular here in this part of Mexico, so you will find tons of silver options for sale. Then we made our way to the sculpture gallery that was a free attraction. In this courtyard, there were really colorful metal sculptures made with different scrap metals, and we enjoyed looking around and admiring the different sculptures and mural. There were also some shops in here if you were looking for more souvenirs or handmade items. And of all of the sculptures, my favorite was this colorful fish. Our next stop was at a local glass factory, where we watched artisans at work making some handmade glass sculptures. The glass factory has been open for more than 25 years making hand-blown glass items. They produce close to 500 one-of-a-kind pieces each day using recycled, lead-free glass. They sell their merchandise to local restaurants, hotels, and retail shops, and also sell their creations on site as well. For the demonstration, they actually made a glass sea turtle, and it came together pretty quickly. It was interesting to see all of the steps that they had to take. Afterwards, we walked past some of the other glassware that they created and into this beautiful dome, and these glass tiles were all made here as well. We had about 15 minutes to look around and see if there was anything we wanted to buy. Then we were on our way back to the port. If you want to venture out on your own, there are a few car rental locations in Cabo San Lucas where you can rent a car for the day to do your own sightseeing. And these are just a short distance from the port. But you don't need to rent a car to explore the city. There are plenty of shops, restaurants, and attractions within walking distance of the port that you can visit on your own. No tour or guide required. But if you want to do a tour or other excursion, there are some local tour companies you can go with when you arrive in port. We enjoyed exploring the port area when we returned. Like the city, there was even more shopping and lots of pharmacies as well. If you want to go on a boat excursion or tour, you can plan that in advance on your own, or even find one when you arrive in port, as there are plenty of guides trying to sell their tours to cruisers as they arrive ashore. And if you want to get up close to one of the main attractions, Los Arcos, a boat tour is definitely the thing to do. But as you can see here, it's a very popular attraction, and in addition to cruisers visiting, there are resorts and rentals here with more tourists trying to visit the Ark as well. So it's quite the busy place. We enjoyed the views from the cruise ship instead. Another thing that you can do in the port of Cabo San Lucas is go to the beach. and there are many beaches nearby, some of which you can even walk to, or you can take a short taxi or water taxi to get to them. Overall, I'm glad we did the tour to get outside of the port and see some of the area, but I do prefer exploring on my own. This tour was a very slow pace and geared towards shopping, but I really enjoyed our time in San Jose del Cabo. And since we had excursion credits with our free at sea, it was worth the price to us. And if you're getting ready to go on the Norwegian Bliss or another Norwegian cruise, don't forget to check out some of my other Norwegian Bliss cruise videos linked in the description below. I hope this video can be helpful for you if you're planning your own trip to Cabo San Lucas. And as always, if you like this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more travel videos coming soon.